Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I think this car is coming. Okay, maybe not. I should put my seatbelt on. Give me a second. I finally installed my little thingamabobber. I'll have to show y'all later. But yeah, legit now. Okay, it's a little crooked. We're working on it, but I'm in a rush. As you can tell, I am on my way to the mosque. Le mosque. Dang, I forgot my water. But I have like something stuck in my throat, like mucus or something, you know? But yeah, so this morning has been a beautiful morning. I'm always grateful for the mornings or the days or whatever times when I just find myself in complete gratitude, just looking at all of the things that Allah has done for me and all of the ways that He continues to make. Like, even when you think that it's not what it is, it's like, it is what it is, okay? I was reflecting over my Saviours Day weekend a little bit, because I was reflecting over my Saviours Day weekend, and it was my first, for those who don't know, it was my first Saviours Day by myself. I didn't have any of my children. They were with their father this Saviours Day, and it was so good. And instead of, choosing to just, go and relax and all of that, I actually got the opportunity to work, and I'm so I'm so glad that I chose to work instead of, going to visit with all the people that I don't get to see or whatever, because I grew a stronger love for my nation. Like, whenever you are working and you putting in efforts towards a thing, like, you just have so much more appreciation for that thing, and you value that thing more. So I'm grateful for the experience. I learned so much. And I've been high ever since, okay? Inshallah, I stay in this space that I'm in. The only change that I would like is for it to, be on a greater scale. But for sure, no lower than what I'm on and what I've been on since I came from Saviours Day, or since I left for Saviours Day. So yeah, like I was saying, I went by myself. So initially, I was going to stay with my sister Ansar, and we had got a hotel and all of the things, and then something happened and we lost the hotel and the rates that we got it at, and we was I was on a budget. I'll speak for myself, a real tight budget, all right? And so that didn't work out, and by the grace of Allah, my beautiful sister Takia, she opened up her doors to me, and I am grateful for her. I really appreciate her hosting us. She was working most of the time, so but she opened her doors to me, and I really appreciate that. She didn't charge me anything, so that's a blessing in itself. She free of charge, just let me come, whatever, and that was beautiful of her. But I did not stay at her house the whole weekend. I wanted to move around, and she was gone all weekend. That's a working woman, okay? So she was going on. And so I stayed with Sister Ansar, because she did end up finding another place. So I stayed with her for one night, and then she had it's moving a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. But she had planned for some other sisters to come stay with her. And so I just stayed that one night because they were getting in the following night. And so I stayed with her. And then I went to go stay with my beautiful sisters. Sister Danielle, Sister Brianna, Sister Antoinette, and Sister Mecca. And baby girl, I can't remember her name, but she is so cute. I went to go stay them for the remaining nights. And yeah, I was just so grateful that Allah had worked all of that out for me. And still, I didn't have to pay anything for, living. So I was grateful for that. And we were also working a lot together as well, so that worked out well. We were able to leave, the hotel and everything together. And then we were also able to leave out for our flight that morning to come back home together. And for those of you who do know, my children were blessed to, you know, meet. I won't say meet because there was like, well, I guess meet. I don't know. I'll tell y'all why I feel like, I don't know if it was me, but they for sure got to take a picture with the minister. And I was like in arm's reach. So praise be to Allah for that. That was so beautiful. And the way that it was set up was like, wow, this wasn't nothing but a lie. A lot of times, a lot of things that has happened, once I just sit and reflect, I'm like, dang, ain't nobody did that but Allah. Like, nobody. And so the way that even happened is, so earlier that day we had got a message asking if anybody wanted to volunteer to be a hostess at the special dinner. And so I volunteered, and then I thought, I have been on check post all weekend, but I thought that I was going there to be a hostess, but they actually took us there off of check post to go to do check at the dinner. And so I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't supposed to be here. Like, I'm supposed to be in there. Like, I'm supposed to be in there, like, as a hostess or whatever. And she was like, you know, they kept saying, give me a couple more minutes, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm texting whoever's texting me, because it was a random number. Whoever's texting me, like, hey, where are you? I need all hostess to report in the ballroom, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, but I'm here. Like, how am I supposed to do that? And I'm like, can y'all let them know that I'm here? Because, you know, whatever. And so, fast forward, by the time they did release me from check post, I text the sister and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Where should I go? And she was like, we don't need you anymore, thank you, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. I was a little bit disappointed because I'm like, I want to go in there where all the action is, okay? I want to see what's going on. It was decorated so beautifully. And then I seen all my sisters going in, and I'm like, I want to be with my sisters, okay? I just want to be with my sisters. But I was able to get back on post. I'm like, well, hey, they don't need me no more. I'll stay here and I'll help check or whatever. And it was only a few of us at first, and then there was some more that came, and then whatever. But Sister Captain Naima had came, and she was like, she basically offered for those of us who were on check to go inside and get dinner for free. So, okay, like, we got in anyways, and I'm like, okay, cool, fantastic. I'm a you know, give y'all the whole the point of me even saying this, it ties into my children actually meeting the minister or getting to take a picture with the minister. So I'm like, cool. She let the first 5 sisters go in, and then I had got up and I was gonna check some more, and then she was like, you okay? You good? Because I was exhausted. I literally worked all weekend, and I'm so grateful for it, but I was so tired. And so she was like, you good? You sure? You might need to go in there with them right now. And so I went in there with them, and then I noticed that my children were like 2 tables over, and I'm like, let me go see them, because that's all I was doing this weekend. I saw them, go say hi a little bit, take a picture or whatever I wanted to do, and then went on about my merry business, because you ain't finna catch me up. Not this Saviours Day. No. But they had a blast too. They got to meet all their little friends and stuff from going to school virtually. But so yeah. I went to go see them, and you know, gave them hugs and kisses, talked to them for a little bit, and then I went back to my table and I started to like wrap it up, because I had to go relieve the sisters that were still in there on post, so that they could get off and they could come eat. Went back to the table. I did not see my phone. I'm like, I know I brought my phone in here. I know I just had my phone. And so I'm looking for it. And by this time, the minister had already kind of like drove by my table, and I saw him and all of the things. But when I went to go get my phone back from the table, I'm like, y'all, did I leave my phone over here? And they were like, I don't know, or I don't remember what happened. But conclusion is, my children took my phone. And I'm like, okay, where are they? Like, where'd they go? And they was like, they went over there to go see the minister or whatever. And so boom, I walked over there to go get my phone or whatever. And so he was coming around. They were with their dad. They did have my phone. I'm like, hey, give me my phone. Why you take my phone? And so I got my phone, and he was getting closer. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. And so I stayed, and then he recognized their dad, and he was like, is that brother blank? And so they were talking and stuff, and then their dad asked for a picture. And okay, so rewind. So Taji is the only one who's ever met the minister, and that was July 4th, when they were able to go to the thing. Cause I'm like, listen, that time he was invited to go there, and I'm like, see if we can go too. And I think it was Zaima too. Zaima was born, but and I was like, if we all can't go, then at least take Taji. And Taji had made this picture. He painted this painting when he was like 1 or 2. I don't remember. And he wanted to give it to the minister. And I'm like, okay, perfect opportunity. So he got to meet him that one time. But me and Zaima had stayed back at the house. And since then, my prayer has been, Allah, please allow my children to meet the minister. Like, that would be fantastic. Or specifically Zaima, because I didn't have Nasir at that time. And so when he asked for the picture, I'm like, all right, because Nasir, he was up on my shoulder. I was trying to let him see, and he was like, Farrakhan, get down. And he was trying to get down. I'm like, you can't, because there was so many like people, and they were kind of pushing, and I didn't want my baby to get trampled over. And so his dad asked for the picture, and I'm like, okay, go with your daddy. Take the picture with your daddy. And I'm like, wait, where's Taji and Zaima? Zaima, come on, go. Move it. And so that's how they were able to take the picture with the minister. And I'm like, if they had not taken my phone, if I had not left my phone, then that probably wouldn't even have been a possibility. Taji, I was talking to him about, the whole experience or whatever, and he was like, I was about to cry. I was going to cry because they kept pushing me, and they told me to step back, and he was kind of like behind all of the adults, and he wasn't with his dad. He was like, I don't know who he was with, honestly. I think like the brothers that were with his dad. And so he was like, they was pushing me back, and I couldn't see the minister, and I was about to cry. And I'm like, praise be to Allah, because listen, mama was able to get that done for you, okay? Period. So that was definitely one of the highlights of my Saviours Day weekend. I wanted to get in a picture, but it's a lot that went into that, and I'm like, you know what, being close and having my children at least get into this picture is good enough for me, because it's good enough. But that was beautiful. It was nice. It was lovely. So yeah, I don't think I got nothing else to say right now, because I'm almost at the mosque, but I just wanted to give y'all that little story time. A lot just be making waves out of no ways. And look, what if I had taken that the hostess position? I would not have been able to go over there, because I would have been in a specific area, and I would not have been able to leave my post, okay, to even be over there. So me not being able to be a hostess was also part of me being able to get my children in that picture with the minister. So all praise is due to Allah. Yeah, I'm gonna end this right here, but don't get so caught up in the things that aren't going your way, because you can't see the full picture like Allah can. And Allah may be doing certain things to make pathways for you to be able to do the things that you desire to do. Like, he just got to work some things out. He got to tweak some stuff. It looks like disappointment, but I guess I won't say it looks like disappointment, but it looks like you aren't going to be able to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. But Allah is setting up the best pathways for you, because he's very strategic. He knows the ins and the outs. And yeah, because I don't know nothing. That's my thing. I don't know. Just let Allah do it, because I don't know. All right? Because if I would have, if it had been up to me, I would have been in there as a hostess instead of on check